Namaste students, how are you all? Hope all of you are well. Today we are going to discuss class 6 science chapter number 5 separation of substances. In the previous video I had explained you about some of the chemical processes like evaporation, condensation and more than one method which was used for separation of the substances. Today we are going to discuss some more methods, that how to use more than one method of separation, and after getting the information about how to use more than one method of separation, how we have separated. As in the previous video I had explained you about how you will separate sand and salt, mixture of sand and salt. So if I had given you the information about the mixture of sand and salt, right? Mixture of sand and salt, how you will separate? Can you tell me? This is your sand and salt mixture. So in the previous video only I had explained you. First you will dissolve this in a beaker, dissolve with water, right? Dissolve with water. Means you have taken one beaker, in this beaker you have taken this solution and you have dissolved with water, right? Water plus salt plus sand. These three things are mixed and you have stirred this and you have made a solution. After then you have done a process called decantation. With the help of decantation and filtration. With the help of decantation and filtration, you have separated into the two parts. What? Sand one side and one side salt plus water. So with the help of filtration, you have done this, and with the help of decantation, you have done this sand separated. Decantation. Got it? So after doing this both process, now this salt and sugar, this you have taken in a kettle, and after then you have boiled it, and all the vapor which were blowing outside you have put and you have condensed it. What you have done? You have condensed it. So all the water had been separated with the help of condensation, and after boiling it, whatever the residue was left in the kettle, that residue was only your salt. So you have seen that we have separated sand also, we have separated water also, and we have separated salt also. By this method we can separate. So that was more than one method of separation. Uses of more than one method of separation. So now our topic is uses of more than one method of separation was previous topic. Today, can water dissolve amount of any substances? Can water dissolve any amount of substances? Means our topic is, can water dissolve any amount of substances? Can water dissolve? What do you think? Can water dissolve any amount of substances? Means if you are going to make a sugar solution, means sarbat, you want to prepare a sarbat. So 3 liter water and 1 kg sugar. Can we mix it? 3 liter water and 1 kg sugar. Can we make a sugar solution? Means sarbat, can we prepare with that? Or 1 liter water and 3 kg of sugar? No. Because we must know solution is a homogeneous mixture. Solution is a homogeneous mixture. What do you mean by homogeneous mixture? Homogeneous mixture means a mixture of solute and solvent in a fixed ratio, in a uniform ratio. Whatever the amount, it must be dissolved. It must not disappear. Right? So when the solute disappear means it should not be visible. And if it is visible, then it is heterogeneous. And it must be disappear because you will not be able to see the sugar solute or the crystal parts present in the solution. Then only that solution will be known as homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture means a mixture in which the solute disappear. Means it should not be visible. Disappear means not visible. Appear means visible. So here, can water dissolve any amount of substances? In a single word you can say no. But in our textbook it is given a very large page number 42, it is written also. In chapter number 4, we found that many substances dissolve in water and form a solution. We say that these substances are soluble in water. What will happen if we go adding more and more these substances to fix the quantity of water? Question is what? You know very well which substances are dissolvable in water. As for example, just suppose till here water was there. We have added 1 spoon of sugar in it. 1 spoon of sugar. Sugar chemical name is sucrose. This is the chemical formula of sucrose, C12H22O11. When this sucrose and water is mixed, okay, now we have dissolved and it was very well. Now it is 100% solution. Solution means homogeneous mixture. All the sugars means all the crystals are disappeared. It is not visible. It is not able to see. All the crystals are mixed in the water. Now question is what? Can we add more sugar in it? Have you ever tried this activity at your home? Just suppose you are taking a glass of water. In that glass of water, you have taken 1 spoon of water. This is your glass. In this glass, you have taken 1 spoon of sugar. The whole glass was till here, it was filled with water. Okay. And now, after that, you have added 1 spoon of sugar. And now you have stirred it. Okay. So as you have stirred it, now it became the solution, right? Sugar solution, and you are not able to see anywhere sugar because sugar is now mixed in this water. Now question is what? Can it makes more sugar in it or not? If I want to add 1 more spoon sugar, will it be mixed with water? Yes or no? Yes. So first of all, what will it take? Till wherever it is not fixed, means as one more spoon we have taken, 1 spoon more. Okay, means total 2 spoons sugar, and we have again stirred this. So again it was disappeared. Again the 3rd spoon we have taken, means 2 spoon after taking the 2 spoon. Now the 3rd spoon we have taken, and now it is not becoming disappeared. It is still visible. All the crystals you can see in that water. So now it is not becoming the saturated solution, means now it cannot mix more than this. Already the 2 spoons of sugar are mixed and the 3rd spoon of sugar is not being mixed. If it is not being mixed, means it is now unsaturated solution. Saturated solution, unsaturated. It can't mix anymore. It can mix, it can dissolve, it can not be disappear. So these are saturated solution, and which cannot be mixed or which cannot be disappear, which will be appear, then that is unsaturated solution. Now you have seen till 2 sugar it was able to mix, but as I kept the 3rd spoon, now it is not being mixed. So here in the activity 8 in our textbook it's written, you will need a beaker or a tumbler, a spoon of salt and water, pour half cup of water in the beaker, add 1 teaspoonful of salt and stir it well until the salt dissolves completely. Means the same activity it is written in your textbook also. You have to take a beaker, half filled, means 1 cup water you have to take in that beaker, take 1 spoon of salt and then stir it. As after stirring, the salt is mixed with the water. After adding a few spoons of salt, do you find that some salt remain undissolved and settle at the bottom of the beaker? If yes, this means that no more salt can be dissolved in the amount of water we have taken. The solution is now said to be saturated. When no more solute is added into a solution, when no more solute is added into a solution, that solution is known as saturated solution. Means just suppose you are preparing that sugar solution, sarbat you are preparing, and now to 2 spoon, 3 spoon it has been dissolved, but now the 4th spoon as you are keeping, now you are seeing at the bottom of that glass that still the sugars are being visible. Then remember, now it can't dissolve any more sugar solute, more sugar crystals. So if it is not able to dissolve any more solute, then that type of solution is called saturated solution. What is called? Saturated solution. Here is a hint as to what might have gone wrong when Paheli tried to recover large quantity of salt mixed with the sand. Perhaps the quantity of salt was much more than that required to form a saturated solution. The undissolved salt would have remained mixed with the sand and could not be recovered. She could solve her problem by using a large quantity of water. Now question is what? Undissolved part means unsaturated solution and saturated solution. As in the previous video already I had explained you about uses of one or more than methods, means uses of more than one methods. In that method what we have done? Here the solution was saturated. Here the solution was saturated. But as if you are doing this unsaturated solution, means the mixture is not 100% dissolved. Means it is still appearing that you can see either the salt or sand here, it is visible, means the salt you can see on the upper part, as you have taken more salt and less water was there, so it is unsaturated solution. So that's why you will not get the total amount whatever it is being dissolved in that water. So remember dear students, the two types of solution according to the solubility, according to the dissolving power, means saturated solution and unsaturated solution. Now the ninth activity is take some water in a beaker and mix salt in it until it can dissolve any more salt. This will give you a saturated solution of salt and water. If you want to make a saturated solution, what you will do? You will take the solute. In the form of solute, it can be sand also, it can not sand, it can be salt, it can be sugar, it can be other things. So if it is being dissolved in water, as you are putting the spoons of salt or sugar and it is being dissolved, till wherever it can be dissolved, that is saturated. No more solute, means sugar or salt, will be added to that solution, because if you will add more sugar or salt, then it will be appear. So till it is not being appear, till that solution, means 100% now, not a single particle of a solute can be dissolved in that solution. So that type of solution is called saturated solution. I hope all of you are understanding what is saturated solution. And when you are adding more, now it is not able to dissolve a single crystal and you are adding more crystals, so that type of solution is called unsaturated solution. Unsaturated solution means it can't dissolve more solute, so that is saturated. It can dissolve more solute, unsaturated. Unsaturated, it can dissolve more solute. Saturated, it can't dissolve any more solute. Got it? Saturated means it is 100% fixed, not little more nor little less. Okay, neither more nor less, now it is 100% accurate. So that is called saturated. Either more or less, then it is called unsaturated. Got it? The two types of solution, saturated and unsaturated. So as here it is described in your textbook in the activity 9. Now add a small quantity of salt to this saturated solution and heat it. What do you find? What happens to the undissolved salt in the bottom of the beaker? Does it dissolve now? If yes, can you add some more salt to be dissolved in the solution by heating? Let this hot solution cool. Does the salt appear to settle at the bottom of the beaker again? This activity suggests that larger quantity of salt can be dissolved in the water on heating. Does water dissolve equal amounts of different soluble substances? Let us find. Means as one time you are saying that it is unsaturated solution, it is not being dissolved, but you are adding heat on it. If you are adding heat on the solution, means you are boiling that solution. So now you are saying that yes, now it can be dissolved in that water. Now the salt can be dissolved. So you can say as the salt is being dissolved in that solution, means you can say that we can make saturated solution after heating. But as you cool, you must not be able to see that crystals. Question is that. So as you heat to the solution, then you can add more solute in the saturated solution also. Got it? So this was our topic of today. Our topic was what is saturated solution, what is unsaturated solution, describe the activity of saturated and unsaturated solution. If you are having any doubt related to the saturated solution, unsaturated solution, how you can mix sugar or solute into the unsaturated or saturated solution, all these processes, if you are having any type of doubt, please drop it out into the comment box section. Don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. Share this video with your friend so they can be also benefited. That's all for today. Thank you very much. Stay at home, be safe. Thank you.